Hello everyone, Prime here, and I hope that you're enjoying your holiday. Today we're going to be talking about the most lore-friendly gods or aspects from Smite that just respect and follow the lore almost to a T. We're going to start off with Fenrir. In several of Fenris's depictions, he can be seen as a black wolf, and also he had some manner of connections to the Norse runes. We can see the runes in his passive, which is a plus for the lore, and also his ultimate Ragnarok has him turn into a giant wolf. In fact, he's, I believe, the largest player character model in Smite at that point? Even larger than Kepri, who I think is the largest base character model. So, definite bonuses for lore on that front. Not to mention the fact that with his ult he's large enough to pick up and carry anyone. In his lore it was said that he was able to swallow the sky, the sun, pretty much everything, the moon, yeah. So bonus points for Osiris for his lore accuracy. Next up, we have Najar. His weapon, firewheel, sash, and ring were all given to him as gifts throughout his story. And of course, I'm giving Osiris points for that, but not just that. Also, his young prince aesthetic was nailed even down to the incredibly unique and understandably enjoyable voice. Yes, I actually like this voice back over Jingwei's voice back. Judge me if you will. Next up we have the Morrigan. The Morrigan was said to be made up of 3 deities, Barbed, Maka, Anu, or Nemean, and these 3 goddesses are referenced within the written text of her lore, so there's that. She was heavily associated with crows, as we can see in Smite at her victory screen or end screens. We can see her messing around with crows and her Morrigan sisters transforming into crows, which is very nice. As far as the clothing is concerned, Hyra's got that as correct as it could be, with what the 12 rating of the game would allow. You couldn't show any more than that. All of her abilities reference her mythology in some way. Dark Omen is referenced as the downfall of Cuchulainn, being that, the Morrigan was directly responsible for essentially cursing Cuchulainn. Changeling references her ability to transform and change her appearance, such as when she transformed into a snake to battle Cuchulainn and then Cuchulainn injured her, which was, Deadly aspects being her one, showing off her different forms, the different goddesses that make up the Morrigan, which is very nice, and her ability to just cloak and turn invisible whilst leaving a body double, just all links into her themes. So overall, very nice, Hi-Res. Even her lines reference her duties in Celtic mythology, being that she was the one who washed the clothes of men before they died in battle. This voice line, which hopefully, unlike a previous video, I actually remembered to include the video, is fine.
Come closer, dear. Let us bathe you, take care of you. Everything will be fine.
Next up we have Raijin. He's supposed to be a muscular man, or beast or creature, and we can see that though sometimes he is given a bit of a round, mushy pot belly. Hi-Res didn't go that route, they went with the muscular route, so points for that. He's also supposed to have hair that stands on its own, or it's just crazy and wild, and Hi-Res definitely got that. As far as the monstrous face factor, they got that. Also, Raijin had 3 fingers, which was important because they represented the past, the present, and the future. Points for Hi-Res there. Raijin was also one to enjoy some drums, and this is incorporated into his kit, not only through his ult, but also his passive and his one. So very nice. Lastly, his Raiju pet had a bit more of a sinister lore behind it. It enjoyed feasting on people's belly buttons, but Next up we have Osiris. The sickle and ankh were symbols of Osiris. Very important to him, and Hi-Res just happened to make them his basic attack weapons. Also some other very nice, I guess. And as for his passive and ultimate, well, that just links to the fact that he was the Lord of the Afterlife and the fact that he came back to life after death. Very nice indeed. Next up we have Discordia. The Golden Apple of Discord is her ultimate, and as we all know, Athena fought over it, Hera fought over it, and Aphrodite fought over it, and this eventually led to the Trojan War. What happens when you hit someone with the ult in game? Well, they spam "I'm the greatest," and if the apple hits someone else, they'll say, "No, I'm the greatest," so you have the enemy team fighting amongst themselves, and of course it does damage. Why wouldn't it do damage? Of course. She also kind of has that, shall we say, mean-spirited girl nature about her. She's constantly talking about death and violence and war and just making people fight and causing discord, which is the very reason why Zeus didn't invite him to the wedding, which he caused chaos in. So, there you go. So next up we have Cupid, and in a lot of his depictions and lore and sculptures, he's seen as either a baby or a very, very young infant child. So Hi-Rez gets props for that. He's also naked most of the time. Last off, he was said to be equipped with a bow that would be firing off arrows, and if these arrows were to strike a person, they would fall in love with the next person that they see, and Cupid wasn't even immune to this ability. And, well, Cupid has a stun and a mesmerize relating to this ability, so, yes, very nice, Hi-Rez. They could have done a bit more with it. They could have given something like Discordia's Roots effect, where if enemies are close enough to each other and they're rooted, they will attack each other, or Cirquet's 2's effect, but it doesn't matter, it's fine enough, I suppose. Next up we have Daji, the Sadist, and her voice lines and jokes, all of that manner of things, they reference this. Being a fox spirit, she of course has those lovely fox tails, and her regal status is boasted through, you know, the reds and the elaborate colours of her dress and clothes. Though, honestly, I feel like she might be a bit too, shall we say, adult for her status? Yeah, I'm not sure. Feels like she shows off too much skin, but it is what it is. Her greatest torture device is her ultimate in-game, and also her kit references just torturing and causing pain and misery upon people, so perfect character. Next up we have Scottie. Let's see. Her ultimate references the fact that she's a frost giant and she just has that natural resistance to the cold, which is very nice. Her 3 references her abilities to ski. In Smite, the lore says that she had skin as white as snow, and, well, her skin's close enough to that color, and very specific ice blue eyes, which she has. Not in the tier 1, but she has in the base form, so that's good enough. Also, it was said that she either had a bunch of wolf companions or an owl companion. She only takes Koldir into battle, and the wolf companion wasn't necessarily named, but I guess Hi-Rez added a little extra flair to that side of her character, so that's nice. Also, she was a frost giant. You probably wouldn't be able to tell that considering her size, but what can you do? She should be as tall as Terra. She's not. Well, I say she should be as tall as Terra. I mean tall as Terra's in-game model, not as tall as Terra would be in her lore, because Terra would be the planet, and no, she wouldn't actually be as tall as Terra. But yeah, just for some special mentions, we're going to put Odin here. Yes, you see, Odin, he follows lore perfectly. I'm just kidding, and see the looks on your faces, completely worth it. No, special mention goes to Sun Wukong. You know, he's got the As You Wish gold band cudgel in-game, which is referenced in the lore, and he took from Ao Kuang, and also Ao Kuang should get a mention now that I mention him. Yeah, Ao Kuang's very lore-abiding now that I mention it. Let's see, he's got the arrogant, over-the-top, eccentric, I am the king of everything in your very soul sort of personality. His ult is one of the most lore-abiding things in the game because it allows Ao Kuang to take sort of his true size in comparison to a lot of the other gods in Smite. Not in comparison to Ymir or Geb, or Terra, but in comparison to, say, Najar or Sun Wukong. Yeah, like he was a massive Chinese dragon and his ult turned him into a massive Chinese dragon. Not the old Kukulkan Khan skin that we shouldn't mention that is actually kind of funny to listen to from time to time. But yeah, other than that, his free, I like to think, shows off his mastery and control over the elements because it's a very confined, small cone of natural energy that he can just burst out. It's not this uncontrolled torrent of water that just splashes over everyone, which is, you know, very nice. I like that. And also, he treats his dragon brethren like complete and utter trash, because he just sends them to slap themselves into enemies. So that just feeds onto his douchebag nature. So, yes, very nice job, Hi-Rez. Very nice job, Ao Kuang. Well done. Now, if you could just give us back the Polynomicon proc on the 3, that would be perfect. I will promote the ever-living crap out of your game wherever I go. Not really, but I still want that proc back on the free. Everyone wants that proc back on the free, right guys? Hashtag give Ao Kuang his balls back. Thank you. I already mentioned it, just as an added side note, I like that when Zhonghui dies, he hits his head against the ground, referencing the fact that he killed himself by hitting himself against the Great Palace doors. Okay, before I go off in any more spiels, we're at the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you did, please leave a like. They make me feel happy and give me a sense of purpose. Thank you. And of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more content like this. And until the next video, have a very good day or night wherever you are, and because I probably won't see you before the new year arrives, Happy New Year! Thank you for staying with Nearly Tactical Gaming all of this time. I think I should change the name of the channel. Nearly Tactical Gaming never quite sounded right. How about... God, I don't know. But thank you for watching me for all of this time, seriously. This channel probably wouldn't still be having me post as much content if I didn't have your viewership, so you guys rock. And until the next video, have a very good day. I've been Prime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.